Great performance, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards.
Well, those are pretty high standards ordinarily. We'll see how much it carries over. It's not a performance that will be easy to repeat.
But you like to have that in your arsenal and on your resume so you can call on it the next time you get out on the court. So I think it'll serve him better than it won't.
Well, Greg Monroe, good size and skill at the power forward position. Loves to operate from the high post where he can make plays for others or attack off the dribble.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That's his first foul. Channing Fries checked in for Harkless. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for the Pistons. Jennings comes in for DJ Augustine. Jennings kicks to Caldwell Pope. Comes up empty down low.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, one or two more of those and this lead will be double digits.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Meeks. Takes it off the glass. Meeks got 5.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Magic leading by 7. Reese the pass to O'Quinn. Can't get it to go. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
And guys, had their free throw shooting been anywhere near up to par, I think it would have changed everything in that game.
No doubt about it. I mean, there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line. It infiltrates other parts of your game.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Back to Harris. And here's Fry for 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Pistons trail by 5. Jennings with the ball. Now guarded by Reese. Jennings dishes to Meeks. Now here is Monroe. He's coming off a 28-point game against Toronto. Just 5 on the clock.
Brandon Jennings, you remember, decided to play a year in Italy right out of high school rather than to go to college. He was the first guy to do that once the NBA implemented that.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Stayed busy practicing and developing.
Yeah, and it didn't seem to diminish his stock that much, Kevin.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Magic out in front. They're up by 5.
Well, guys, with Nick...
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get... Pistons trailed by 8. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Fry and Vucevic are the power forward and center. And it's Payton in at the 1. That's who's out there for Orlando. And that one's good.
Timeout now. Orlando timeout.
Rain Man checked in for Orlando. Here's Rain Man. Rebound by Greg Monroe. The Pistons shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Butler kicks to Jennings. Left side, Jennings. Here's Jerebko. Harris with it. He's got 5. Here's Oladipo. Here's Reese. Sinks the three-pointer. Rain Man's got the lead up to 9 now for Orlando.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
And Meeks kicks to Monroe. Passes it to Jennings. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Jerebko can't get it to go. Orlando leading by 9. Tries from 10. Oladipo, good. Oladipo's got 12.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred Payton has some very noticeable hair on the floor. He said the story behind it is as follows. Me and my teammates in high school agreed we wouldn't cut our hair the entire season until we won a state championship. We wound up losing in the semifinals, but I liked what it was doing and just let it keep growing and growing. Guys, will it ever end?
We'll see if it does. Thanks, Doris.
He's got a nice stroke from long range, and he's not likely to pass up those opportunities when he gets them.
And the shot's good from Reese. 17 points in the game.
What a finish with that hoop.
Pistons trail by 10. Pass to Jennings. From 12 feet out. That's good. Jennings has got 14 points for the game.
If you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Here's Reese. And the layup is good. And the Magic lead by 10.
Part of this interior collapse we've seen defensively is the reason they've struggled, and they're trailing by so much.
Jennings drives in, and it's Meeks atop the key. Out to Monroe. Outside Jennings. The three. No good. So Orlando will take it the other way. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Yeah, it was a pretty close game the first time they met, but the mistakes cost them. They were very careless with the ball. They're going to have to take care of it tonight.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Takes the three. Another shot, and it's blocked by Reese, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Oladipo. He's putting up 13 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, I think, guys, when you look overall at his contributions.
Yeah, and he's always looking to raise his game, and that's what you see in his consistency. One of the important characteristics that he brings to the table. Here's a chance to take a look at the Pistons and how they rank in the NBA right now. 5th in scoring, 6th in rebounding.
And what impresses me most out of all those numbers you just talked about, Clark, is the points per game, because this is a team that has become very difficult to cover. They really cut hard. They set good screens. They get great ball movement, and because of the unselfishness and the floor spacing, they seem to get wide open shots time after time.
The pass to Reese. Dishes to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. If you put one of these guys on the stripe, boy, you better just chalk up the points. These are the top free throw shooters since the All-Star break. And you look at Augustine, 2nd in the NBA. So great from the line.
Now you can see how comfortable he is at the free throw line, particularly since the break.
Some really terrific numbers for Rain Man. He has 20 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Screen by Monroe. Monroe right side. Down low. Augustine, no luck.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low. Boy, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pick.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
And it was a great
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Magic lead by 9. 2K Sports, back in a moment. Tune in for... And a quick look now at the State Farm of the game.
Really excellent feed here, and I know we're used to seeing this guy score, but he is no slouch at creating passes and opportunities for his teammates, and he showcases that skill right here on that replay.
And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Caron Butler is out there with Yarebko, and it's Monroe in at the center, walking down the middle. Here's Reese. Craig Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got 4 rebounds in this game. Urepko the pass to Meeks. Kicks it out to Jennings. Hits it from three-point range. Jennings has got 19 points.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Jennings with the steal. Butler goes in. Nice ball movement by Detroit. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Brandon Jennings. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
Here's O'Quinn, and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Magic lead by 3.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
But you feel like it's going to reward this team at some point. They've got to continue to maintain the energy.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Rebound, Detroit. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Jennings. He kicks to Meeks. It's back to Jennings to take the lead. And another 3 for Detroit.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. Getting the feel out there from long range, guys. That's his second 3 of the half.
Feeds to Monroe. It's back to Jennings. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here, Monroe's shot is good.
Has pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
And slam dunk by Harris. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides. Boy, what a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Reese, the stupendous finish in traffic. Rain Man's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Pistons leading. And here's Jennings. Kicks it to Monroe. Butler dishes to Jennings. He feeds it to Meeks.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Jennings passes to Monroe. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Looking at the game Greg Monroe has been having, he has 8 points and a steal.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Vucevic checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Boy, he looked cool on both of them, didn't he? Clutch work at the line in a very tense moment of the game.
Harris, right side. Rebound, Detroit. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Rain Man. He's guarded by Jennings. And Vucevic throws it down.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
Well, he should stay with them.
And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here.